Hello everyone, this is Termuse, and today I'm picking up Return of the Obra Dinn, which is a game I don't know much about it. I know it's made by the same Lucas Pope, the same guy who made Papers, Please, which is itself an awesome game. Thanks, Jim Ellens. So that on its own it gives me high hopes for it. So that's kind of cool. Also, it's apparently some kind of mystery game where there's a mysterious sailing ship called the Obra Dinn, and I'm supposed to uncover the mystery of what happened to the crew because, like, they're all dead or something. I don't know. I don't know much about it beyond that. Apparently, I did a search for like the age rating. It says there's like blood and violence featured in it, so viewer discretion is advised. Although it's got this whole like sepia filter thing going on. It's got this stylized look to it, I gather. So I don't know. It's probably not that bad. I don't know. I'm kind of going into this blind. I think that's the best way to experience media, to go in blind, not knowing what's going to happen. That's just makes it more fun. Sorry, I'm gonna be interrupting the music because I need to just do something real quick. Yeah, just making sure that the bot picked up. The Discord bot picked up the stream. Okay, exit Discord. That's fine. Here we go. I hope the music level is okay, or the sound level. I feel like I didn't get a proper sound check in before I start. Okay, there's an X in the corner. I guess that probably exits. No idea what this anchor button does, but there's a begin button, so I'm going to push that. And suddenly there's an ad break coming up at 3 minutes and 7 seconds. I guess I'll just play through that. No viewers at the moment anyway, whatever. It's fine. So, no fates solved. 1, 2, or 3. I guess this is just indicates which save game I'm using or something. Anyway, I'm going to click begin. See what happens. Hope my webcam's in a good place. Here we go. Lost at Sea, 1803. The good ship Obra Dinn. Built 1796, London, 800 tons, 18-foot draft. Captain R. Witterell, crew 51 men. Last voyage to Orient. Cape rendezvous unmet. Contact East India Company, London office for inquiries or testimony. Yeah, so, okay. It's from that era where they referred to, like, I guess I don't have a mouse cursor. I didn't touch anything. It just moved on its own. The Honourable East India Company, attention Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims London Office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare a full assessment. So, Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims, London Office. Okay. So, yeah, we're in London, I guess. London, England. 19th century. Like they're still referring to the East as the Orient.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. Hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
Oh, neat. So is this like, okay, so moving the mouse I can look around. So it's a first person view thing. Can I like walk forward? Yeah, I can. Okay. Oh, hello. Duh. I guess that's my arm. Am I like trying to balance myself here? Can I pick stuff up? If I left click. Okay, left clicking is not doing anything. Right click zooms. Alright. How about middle click? Nope, nothing. Can I like pick, oh, okay. Left clicking is just auto climbing onto the boat, I guess. Alright. I guess I didn't need to like actually pick anything up. Alright. So, we're on the main deck of the Obra Dinn. Okay, my character is sticking out their arm Oh, okay. I guess they just he, she, they just like the voice. The voice sounded female in that opening scene. Assuming that was me talking. I mean, protag talking. Um, there was no opportunity to like set controls or anything. Ad break is started. Wait, what if I push escape? Can I bring up? Here we go. Controls. Outputs. Okay, monitor Macintosh. This is the Mac. IBM. Oh, neat. Oh, hey. Watch around. At the start of a Torbius blind playthrough, one of the most incredible games, epic. Hope you have a good bouncer team to guard against spoilers. I actually don't. I mean, I put no spoilers, please, in the in the tags, but I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of trusting on honor system here. Commodore 1084, IBM 80, LCD. Let's go stick with Macintosh. Keep that sepia filter. Output smooth, smooth, sharp, smooth, sharp, sharp, shrink 1. Okay. I don't know what that means. Controls view. Here we go. So space for action. E to zoom. I don't like that. But right click to zoom, so it doesn't matter. In which case, I cross my fingers for you and for the good behavior of viewers. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. This thing still says there's an ad break in progress, but clearly you're still able to hear me, so who knows? Twitch is funny like that. Sorry, let me just can you shrink this ad notification? There we go. Yeah, I don't know what to set these controls to. I'm just hold on. So space for action, E to zoom, but it looked like okay, like if I push space, does it just climb back down? Okay. So space does the same thing as left click, apparently, even though it isn't listed in the controls. I'm just, sorry, bear with me, I'm just figuring things out here. Yeah, so right click zooms, same as E, okay. I can hear you and see a banner across the bottom screen at the moment. It's all good. Okay, okay. Yeah, like I said earlier, I hope the sound levels are okay and stuff. Sorry, I just what look sensitivity perfect, fast side of perfect, slow side of perfect. Don't know what that means. Invert vertical look, no. Audio volume maximum. I mean, I can comfortably loud. I'm just gonna leave. Probably best if I just leave these here. I just want to get an idea what controls I've options. Okay, so there's action, there's zoom. Figured those out. Escape to pause. Okay. Tab to open book or close book. D and A for page right, page left. Okay. Escape back. Table. Q for table of contents. Okay. So tab. Tab is not doing anything. A and D. Okay. All right. Voice line clear, lovely. Background music not currently audible. There's no music at the moment. It's just all I'm hearing is the sound of waves. So yeah, there doesn't seem to be a run option. So we're just going to plod around slowly. There's a broken cage of some kind here. There's a rope. Doesn't seem to be anything I can interact with. I'm just going to putter around and we're just going to see what we can see. It's one of those moments I might wish I knew more about sailing ships. Like, what is that thing? Is that the thing they wrap the chain that connects to the anchor or something? I don't know. Anyway. Which end's the front? Which one's the back? I mean, the bow and the stern. I know port is left and starboard is right. Is that the steering wheel? No, the steering wheel would it be up there? I don't know. Forgive my ignorance about sailing ships. I guess this would be the stern. Like it's like flat on the back, and the
Oi! It's too heavy!
okay. So talking about hoisting a mysterious box, and our protag doesn't even know what's in the box. What am I looking at over there? Why is there something sparkly in the water? Is that relevant? I don't know. Reminds me of the Ezek star from Papers, Please. Anyway. Oh.
It's too heavy! Lift it yourself!
Was that body there when I passed through here? Or did I totally space out and not notice a dead body? No, there's no way I would have missed that. That body, what? How mysterious. That body wasn't there when I passed through before. Lift it yourself, the guy said. Okay, well. Pointy and blunt end, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you want the front of the ship.
Too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
Like you want the front of the ship to be pointy to to cut through the waves, so to speak. It's got less water resistance that way. Okay, so there's a book. Oh, is that the journal that they alluded to? Return of the Obra Dinn, a catalogue of adventure and tragedy, 1807. Preface: I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Henry Evans. Henry Evans. Okay, so that's someone our protagonist knows who has special information about the Obra Dinn, but needs us to fill in the remaining details. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Is this like a magic pocket watch? Is that where we're going with this? I mean, I don't know how you would use a pocket watch to determine identity and fate of people aboard otherwise. Anyway, contents. The journey, the ship, the crew, life at sea, sketch, glossary, page 133, back cover, chapters. There's loose cargo, a bitter cold, murder, the calling, unholy captives, soldiers of the sea, the doom, bargain, escape, and the end. Can I just push A and D to turn pages? So, okay. The journey, Atlantic leg of the Far East route. Okay, so there's Europe. There's Britain up there. Which line? Okay, like I guess these are latitude lines. Is this slightly stronger dotted line an indication of the path of the Obra Dinn, or I don't know. I said they were going to the Orient though. Anyway, Orlop deck. The writing is a little difficult to read here. Crew, starboard walk, does that say carpenter's shop? Okay. Deck plans for the Obra Dinn. The crew. Okay. Complete crew and passenger manifest, and it's like tilted on an angle as if someone took a picture of the manifest. It doesn't even have the full list. It's like it starts at number 24 here, goes to number 38. Again, they're hard to read. Irbengsia, Xiao Tao, Huxon Jan, these Chinese names? Paul Moss, Samuel Galligan, Roderick Anderson, Davy James, Peter Mulroy, Thomas Lauk, Charles Hershey. I can't make that out. Ornid something, Timothy something, Huang Li. May offer tiny functional non-story related input. It is of course okay to say no. If it's how do I put this? I mean, as a general rule, I think it's good to go in things completely blind and figure out them out as I go. If there's like a gameplay feature that like it's a quality of life thing that I might not realize intuitively, then I guess I'm okay if you're sharing that. Like like there's a button I was supposed to push that I didn't realize because I didn't scrutinize the controls well enough or something like that. I don't mind so much. If that makes sense, use your discretion. But as a general rule, I think it's more fun to figure things out on my own. Anyway, life at sea, sketches of life aboard the Obra Dinn. So I guess they're not photographs; they're sketches that someone drew. All right. One loose cargo. I guess this is where I'm supposed to fill stuff out. Loose cargo. Part 2 on the cargo deck. A bitter cold. On the orlop deck. Murder. Outside the first mate's window. So I guess I'm supposed to fill in details about the murder, or about the bitter cold, or about the calling, whatever that means. I'm just flipping through it here. That one, like those ones, didn't even have. It doesn't even have the location to look. Conclusion: unholy captives on the cargo deck. Click for more readable pages. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I was going to do that next. I did notice that it highlighted when I moused over it. I was just sort of puttering around here. Soldiers of the sea, in the port walk, on the cargo deck, the Doom, on the bow, on the gun deck, outside the captain's quarters. Bargain? This chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. H.E.S. That'd be Henry Evans, I guess, or whatever the guy's name was. In the lazarette. Escape? I mean, apparently the crew is all gone, so did they escape? In the midshipman cabin. The end. Outside the captain's quarters. Inside the captain's quarters. And then there's a glossary. Okay, if I click on Captain, head officer in command of the ship, responsible for directing the other officers and ensuring the success and safety of the ship's voyage. And there's mate, officer or tradesman that supports and assists their superior. General mates help to run the ship and serve at the captain's request. Tradesman mates serve their supervisor. I don't know how much this importance this information holds, but yeah, you're good then. I totally agree regarding figuring stuff out yourself. It's like Subnautica backseat, you could really spoil stuff, but didn't want you straight to be available. Yeah, fair enough. I appreciate that. No, that was like that was saying, oh yeah, you can click on things was a good level of of kind of a tip to offer in this case. Yeah, I did notice they were highlighting when I moused over them. I was like, okay, I'll try clicking on them soon, but I want to look through the pages first. Anyway, bosun. Bosun, foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail a ship. Yeah. I played a fair bit of, there's another game, the roguelite game, Sunless Sea, which is a fun game. It's a really neat, steamship sailing with eldritch horrors kind of game with some really neat world building. The term bosun came up a lot in that. The guy talking about the how the crew is doing. Anyway, gunner. Military officer in charge of weapons and military procedures on the ship. Purser, administrative official, accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions, manages a small item store for crew. Surgeon, ship's doctor, in charge of crew health, capable of general care and medical procedures as required. Carpenter, tradesman responsible for maintaining the integrity of the ship's wooden structures. Helmsman, rated seaman in control of the ship's wheel and general moment-to-moment navigation. Steward, servant to an officer or higher rated crew member performing general duties for the comfort of their employer. Midshipman, officer in training, assists various officers and tradesmen in order to learn ship operations, usually of privileged status. Okay. Topman, higher rated seaman, specializing in work above the deck in the sails and rigging. And then there's seamen, low-level crew members responsible for general manual labor on and below deck. Rigging, the network of ropes and chains supporting the masts and used for working the sails. We're getting more nitty-gritty details here. Main deck, the top deck of the ship exposed to the weather. Gun deck, the deck carrying the ship's guns and lined with portals for their firing. So that'll be below the main deck, I guess. Orlop. I haven't actually heard the term Orlop deck before. Mid deck, above the lowest deck, containing storage cabins, animal pens, and the ship's steering tiller. Okay, fair enough. Is another page of the glossary? No, that's it. Here's a weird skull icon with dotted lines projecting out of it. I don't know what that's about. And I can push Q to go back to the table of contents. That's handy. So presumably if I click on this, it flips to that page, right? Okay. So if I click on this, because, oh, okay. Yeah. So stronger dotted line. I have a feeling. Oh, okay. I can zoom. I can pan around here to. The mouse wheel works as well, but it's a little more slowly. Okay, so it's going around Africa here. Cape Verde, Canary Islands, Madeira. Can I? There's a little there's a magnifying glass I can click. Okay, right-clicking zooms out of it. I don't seem to be able to actually zoom in on anything. Thought maybe I could zoom in on parts of the map, but whatever. Okay. Okay, that's easier to read. I still have a magnifying glass and it's still not actually zooming in on anything, but whatever. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, there's more information here. Okay. Okay, so captain's quarters, passenger cabins. That's okay. So this is a top-down view of the main deck, I guess. Gun deck, which I said is the one underneath. Second mate, fourth mate, bosun mate, first mate, third mate, stewards, midshipman. And then there's the orlop deck, which I guess is underneath that. Purchase office, passengers, port walk, gunner's store, surgery, crew, starboard walk, carpenter's shop. And the cargo hold, I guess is at the bottom. Lazarette. So that term lazarette come up when we're talking about the bargaining thing. Passenger cargo bosun store. Okay. All right. Oh, here we are. There's a fair number of people in there. That's a 60 people? I mean, just walking on the main deck there, it doesn't look like the boat's large enough to hold 60 people, but what do I know? I guess most of them are down below. Yeah, Robert Woodrow, captain from England. William Huscott, first mate from Scotland. Probably shouldn't read through all of them. It says where they're from: England, Austria, France, America, Ireland, Italy, England, Formosa. Where's Formosa? I don't actually know. Some people from China, England, New Guinea, Russia, Denmark, Wales, India, Sierra Leone. Huh. Okay. Am I gonna have to fill out what happened to all 60 members of the crew? Sketches of life aboard the Obra Dinn. Okay. So now my magnifying glass is doing thing. Formosan royalty. Okay, so the 4 people listed as from Formosa are actually royalty. Okay. Well, I mean, these 2 guys look like they're guards, and the other 2 are probably like, I don't know, king and queen, emperor and empress, something like that. There's some dude who's hanged with a bag over his head. Okay, he's not like hanged as in dead hanged, like he's just suspended with his arms bound. So maybe he's still alive. Oh, except they're shooting him. Never mind. Okay, this justice at sea. So there's some kind of execution taking place here, I guess. Pikachu's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? What's going on is I am playing Return of the Obra Dinn. It's a mystery game. I'm trying to piece together what happened to the crew of a 19th century sailing ship. I guess 18th century going into the 19th century, which has turned up in mysterious circumstances. There's no one aboard, seemingly, apparently. I mean, I just started the game, so what do I know? Maybe there are people aboard. Maybe I'll find out as I go along. But there's this handbook which has like some snapshots of information. Like they're pictures. It looks like, I guess these are pictures of the various crew. Are there 60 people? Like the crew manifest said 60 people. So is this all 60 of them represented here? Should I be counting them? I just kind of wonder if there are repeats of them in here. Yeah, incidentally, yeah, blinker juice. I'd like to do the shout out command to do that neat thing with the where it plays a clip from your channel and all that. But I've had some bad luck with that lately. Like it has a habit of like crashing the stream, and I decided maybe it's better if I don't risk it. So apologies for that. But anyway. All right, I think I've had enough looking at the book. Okay, and there's this mysterious pocket watch. It has a picture of a skull on it. Memento mortem. Remember death. I don't know what that means in this context. Okay. So valid buddy, don't even stress that I'm just happy to be here. Cool. All right, so we got the notebook and the... oh yeah, I can do step 4. There we go. Got the notebook and we got the pocket watch. I don't know what the significance of the pocket watch is. Okay, so if I push tab, it brings us up again. And hold on, there was under controls. There was so there's action, zoom, pause, open book, close book. Yeah, there's nothing about pocket watch in any of this. I wonder if there was like some button I'm supposed to push to like activate the pocket watch or do something with it. Do thing with pocket watch. I don't know. I don't know what the significance of the watch is. The note from the what's his name, Henry Evans, says use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Okay, so we saw a dead guy over here. Okay, so we upset the pocket watch. Here we are. And then we click, I guess? Are we traveling back in time? What is this?
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Lest we break it down and take more than those shells! You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Okay. So... oh, shoot. Okay, so the captain just shot a dude. and it sounded, they were talking about breaking the door down, so they were some kind of mutiny took place. They said they won some shells. What kind of shells? Are we talking about seashells? Shotgun shells? I don't know. So I guess we're seeing a snapshot of what happened. So there are only 2 people here. Like when I said, I thought, oh, mutiny. Like there's going to be like a crowd of people trying to break the captain's door down. It's like, nope, just 2 guys. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, it's fading. Oh no. Oh, okay. Apparently, I had a limited time to look at stuff. Was I supposed to use that to determine information about someone, things? The end. Here's a picture of a pistol outside the captain's quarters. Location of the corpse. 3 others were present. Who is this? How did they die? Okay. Again, I hope my webcam's in a good position there. Can I click on stuff? This unknown soul met an unknown fate. Said the captain's quarters. Okay, so that's okay. There's a transcript of the dialogue we just heard. Captain opened the door, kick it in unless we break it down and take more than those shells, you bastard. Take exactly what I give you. And the captain opened the door and shot the guy, apparently. I can't zoom in on this picture. Unknown soul met an unknown fate. Location of the corpse. So that's a picture of the guy who got shot. All right. Others were present. Oh, okay. So we automatically identified these 2 people as the ones that... It shows 3 people here, though. Wait, is that the captain? Unknown memory. Okay. This person's face is no longer blurred, which means that they can now be identified. Okay. Use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Okay, so yeah, use the book maps, crew manifest, and artist sketches, pages 2 to 4, along with the individual conversation logs to find clues about names, relationships, appearances, and roles. Okay. So yeah, we're going to have to identify like 60 people. There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. Yeah, no kidding. Decisive information is rare. Yeah, great. So I'm going to have to use my best guess, I guess. You'll have to make assumptions using partial information. Some identities may only be revealed through a process of elimination. Yeah, makes sense. Good luck. Oh, thanks, Henry Evans, I guess. Or game. I mean, this is the guy that was in the captain's... hold on. Okay, back out of this. Oh, okay, so I can look again. So he shot the guy. Presumably this is the captain. They called him captain, and he burst out of the captain's quarters to shoot the guy. Crazy Gaze here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Obra Dinn, indeed. We're pretty close to the beginning. Apparently, there was an attempted mutiny, and the captain shot a dude. It said 3 people are present. I mean, I guess 3 including the captain himself. So, I guess is this the guy with the hat? The guy who didn't get shot? You know, like the captain's got he's rocking a goatee there, so I guess this is the captain, because so like I think I can just go ahead and say this is Robert Witterall, captain. They dressed him as captain. And what is this? If I click on memory, memories where this person appears can be navigated from here. Okay. This soul appears in one memory. First memory, 126. Show memories in what? Bookmark memories. Bookmark all memories where they appear for quicker navigation. Okay. So, okay. So first memory, 126. Show memories on deck map. Depicted in Justice at Sea sketch. Move all bookmarks. So if okay. First memory, 126. If I click this, it shows this. Who is this? How did they die? Like it automatically uncovered those 3 people on the main like 60 person picture. So this is like, so the dead guy would be this one here, I think. I mean, he's got this guy's got the beanie on there. So I think this is the dead guy. But we don't know who he is. Okay. Okay. If I go to the next page, okay, this is just. If I click on this, I guess this indicates where on the journey it happened. So yeah, it's on the main deck. And yeah, so just those. Wait, there's another person here. So I'm a little confused now because it said 3 others were present. Okay, go back. I feel like I missed something. Hold on. Because I see 3 people here. It said 3 other people were present. Like, okay, Mr. Captain is shooting him. He's busy dying. There is a 4th person. Okay. The knife in his mouth. Okay, well, he isn't looking at the shooting is happening. He's sort of present, I guess. All right. Don't suppose I can like go through other doors. I have a feeling there are probably going to be a lot of minute details which aren't immediately apparent, but they'll become clear when I need the information. What are these marks on the deck here? Is that a shadow? What is that? Love beanie guy. Reminder: no spoilers. Anyway, yeah, I don't think there's anything you can determine like from the list of 60 people. Yeah. Yeah. Incidentally, I do appreciate your enthusiasm for the game, Crazy Kaylee. I feel like I might need to. Like it's already in the tags, no spoilers, no backseating. There probably needs to be another tag. Someone used the phrase like no vague posting on one of their streams, and it's like, oh, actually that's probably a good rule to add in there too. Like the ain't spoiling nothing. Sure. The thing is, different people have different definitions of what counts as a spoiler. When I say like no vague posting, like for instance, like when I was playing Disco Fair, when I was playing Disco Elysium, and you kept saying, "Oh, that gardener sure looks trustworthy. I trust that gardener. Look at how what a good trustworthy person she is." Like what you're saying, you know why you're saying it, and falling back on, oh, but technically that wasn't a spoiler. It's you think you're being cute, but it's like, no, like, don't do that. It's not cool. Kind of like going into a DDLC stream and saying, oh, let's hang out with Sayuri. Oh, technically it wasn't a spoiler. That sort of thing. It's I'd rather I know how hard it is to restrain those kinds of comments. Like I've been on the other side of it. I've been in chat when people are playing a game I like, and like I have to bite my tongue. But I would appreciate some restraint from those sorts of comments. Like I don't know if I Love Beanie Guy was meant to be that type of vague post, but I'm just putting it out there. Like use your discretion. Maybe okay, I don't know. Maybe it's a mistake for me to tell you to use your discretion, but I do want the enjoyment of trying to figure things out on my own here. That's what I'm getting at. Anyway, yeah. So there's So this is the guy that had the knife in his mouth, I guess. Anyway, is there something I'm supposed to do here? Like, there doesn't seem to be anything I can interact with. Like, I can right-click to zoom. Wait, he gets a little aura around him when I zoom in on him. When I hold left-click on him. Okay. Hold on. Can I do that with the others? If I right-click, it zooms in on him and it highlights him, and then it okay. And then it draws attention to which person it is. Okay. I'm guessing it does the same with this guy. Hey, you. There you are. Okay. Yeah, I pretty much figured out that's which one he is. Why would he be climbing up here if he was he part of the intended mutiny? So there's a door over here. Is this like a doorway back out of this or something? Okay. Okay, so dead guy in the main deck. I guess this is the guy who was shot by the captain. We don't know who he is. Now, because their main plot's insignificant, sure. I just like that guy. Okay. So there's a door here. So another body in the captain. I'm presuming this is the captain's quarters. Maybe it isn't the captain's quarters. I don't know. Hold on. Is it? If I go back to the table of contents, Yeah, captain's quarters on the main deck. Yeah, so this is this is the captain's quarters. There's a knife on the ground there. There's a dead guy here. Another dead guy there. I can open the doors. There's another knife. There are 2 knives. There's a space over here. The Ezek star in the distance there. Okay. Just trying to. I'm gonna pocket watch zoom in on the guy here, but I just wanted to get an idea of what I can see before I check out here. Yeah, I mean the fact that like the bodies have decomposed to the point where they're just skeletons left, and there are flies buzzing around them. It's just that they've been here for a while. Anyway, let's see what happened to this individual.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace. They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie.
Okay, there's some kind of scuffle. Someone. Okay, he's slashing his throat with a knife. I guess they're. Are they intending to torture him for information? They were looking for somebody. There were 2 knives on the floor in the present. He's carrying a knife. I don't see a second knife. There's a gun on the floor. Can I zoom in on the gun? But that... Uh-oh. It's fading. Fading. Okay, so inside the captain's quarters. Location of the corpse. Others are present. There's Beanie Guy again. This unknown soul met an unknown fate. They must be in here someplace. They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie. And then there was a scuffle, and then someone slashed someone's throat. But yeah, the captain was there, and Beanie Guy was there, and the guy with the knife in his mouth who was climbing the stairs earlier was apparently there. All right. What did I do? Oh, there we go. Why did it play a door opening sound? Okay, so the first guy that was shot. So we're establishing a bit of timeline. This scuffle happened after that guy was shot. So he's holding a wooden pole for some reason. So the guy that was going up the stairs climbed down. Okay, so he was, yeah, because I was looking at him going, if he's part of the mutiny, why is he climbing the stairs instead of going in the door like the other 2 guys? But it looks like he planned to sneak in behind. So I have a sneaking suspicion that we're gonna have another view where either this guy tried to surprise the captain from behind, or the captain was onto him and spotted him here. Okay, all right, okay. I guess this is the pistol that the captain was holding that he shot the guy with. Probably Sneak 100. Yeah, exactly. Either the second guy disarmed him, or I guess it's an ancient pistol. It probably only holds one bullet. He probably just discarded it and chose to switch to knife. Switch to melee weapons. Anyway, if I zoom in on the captain, this is the captain, right? Yeah, there he is. And so this will be Beanie Guy, right? Yeah. Only without his beanie, looks like. Or maybe it's just the lighting. I don't know. Everything's black and white. And this is the guy who's pictured at the back there. Oh, right. I made the comment, oh, there are two knives on the floor. This will be the second knife, I think. I think he's about to get disarmed. But both knives ended up on the floor, though. Okay. I don't know how much information this gives me. But this is that guy there. Yep. Okay. Is there any other clues to be discerned? Can I see him from here? Nope. Okay. He just climbed over there and tried to drop in on the captain's quarters from behind. All right. Okay. Let's. Don't know if there's anything else to be discerned from that. So let's just head out here. So yeah, this guy apparently got his throat slashed by the captain. He's so that's the beanie guy. And then there's the body over here. Is this going to be the captain's body, or is this going to be the body of the guy who tried to sneak 100 his way in here? Nice deduction observation going hard. I'm doing my best. Well, you gotta. Ooh, okay. All right, so the gurgling sound was presumably the guy with his throat cut, just bleeding out there. Yeah, reminder: there is a note saying viewer discretion advised, because apparently there's blood and violence in this. I mean, even though it's like static and or implied violence, that it's there. So there you go. Anyway. Yeah, a guy snuck in, stabbed the captain in the back from behind, and the wooden pole was still in the captain's hand from struggling with this guy, and it looks like he whacked him over the head with it. It raises the question, is the body that of the captain, or is it of this guy? That remains to be determined at present. Yeah, so inside the captain's quarters, location of the corpse, one other person was present. And if I click this, it brings up this guy and the captain. It's unknown, like unknown soul and unknown fate. Maybe, Okay, so this is like, what? Oh. I tried, okay. Tried to zoom in on them. Okay, there you go. So Beanie Guy is no longer highlightable here. If I click on it from here, okay, so met an unknown fate. Okay, alive, axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned. Oh wow, lots of options here. Go to the next page. Eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell, froze, illness, killed, in parentheses, sword. The captain stays undefeated. I mean, so far, I mean, he had a knife in his back, and being out in sea, I don't know what they can do for him there. Like, it's the 19th century, 18th, 19th century. Knifed, poisoned, shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck, suicide, torn apart. Okay, well, I guess I can select knifed. This okay. Unknown soul was knifed by unknown attacker. No, he was knifed by the captain himself. What if I click here? First memory, perished in the end part 2, 127. Show memories on deck map. Huh. Can I click this and bring it up? Yeah. Okay. So it centers on it. That's neat. Knifed by R. Witterell. By Captain Robert Witterell. Okay. We don't know his name. We know that the captain killed him. I mean, he's gonna expire from that knife wound, basically. But okay, from here. Like, can't even stab this guy without getting you back, sheesh, har har, yeah. Like, okay, like from here, it gives the option, I can write struck. Hooves, tail, or wing? Excuse me? None of the above? Hooves, tail, or wing? That's weird. I mean, he's struck by a presumably wooden blunt object. Maybe it wasn't wood. Maybe it was metal. I don't know. I'm not even sure what it is that they were struggling with. Like, okay. Like the fact that it says met an unknown fate sort of implies that whatever I select here has to be what he died from. Getting hit on the head like this probably didn't kill him. Or maybe it did, I don't know. Was he hit hard enough to die from it? For some reason the captain isn't... He's out of uniform. He doesn't have a shirt on for some reason. And what's this about shells? Oh, hello. Who's this? There's someone else present. Okay, open the book while examining a face to flip directly to the sketch. Okay, so yeah, most of the crew appear to be male. There were a few women, it seems. Who's this? Was this a guest, or was this someone sleeping with the captain? Open the book, examine face to flip to exit attached. Okay. Unknown. Who is this? How did they die? Can I just push tab together? Okay, there we go. Because, okay. If I bring up the, can I bring up the map from here? Go back to table of contents. Like, okay, so captain's quarters is this section here, and then it says passenger cabins. So, like, I guess these are passenger cabins. So she's a passenger. Like, she's just off the captain's quarters. Doesn't necessarily mean that she was sleeping with him or anything. Maybe she's just some passenger who happened to be there. She might already be dead. I mean, it's either that or she's a very heavy sleeper that she wasn't awakened by the freaking gunshot from just before this. So she may already, and welcome back. She may already be deceased at this point. Why she's in the bed in the quarters here and not like in surgery or whatever, I don't know. Wonder if the sail position is going to be relevant at some point. Anyway, let's head it back out, I guess. Instantly, there's an ad break coming up in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll pause when the ads come on so you don't miss anything. Okay, so... So this is that spike that they were fighting over, I guess. Okay, so... They're trying to break the door down. That's the axe the guy was carrying. Captain shot the first guy. The second guy rushed in here. There was a scuffle. I don't know who or what they were talking about. Hold on, open the book. Let's see. Look while the pocket watch is open to flip check the second page. Ah, neat. That's handy. Because, shoot, there's something I was going to say. One of these, there we go. Where are they? Must be in here someplace. They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie. Okay, so presumably, where are they is referring to the shells that he alluded to in the previous page. Lest we break it down and take more than those shells. Like they were trying to take something from the take shells from the captain. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, okay. So, but yeah, one of the questions I have is this guy? Is this the guy that got whacked over the head with this thing, or is it the captain who got stabbed? 2 knives on the floor. Presumably one of them is the one that was stabbed into the captain, which suggests that he's the one that survived. This is probably the guy that got hit over the head. Like the captain, like was able to pull the knife out of himself. This could be the body of the captain. There's another gun, or maybe it's the same gun. Because yeah, because in the memory where they're fighting over here, there was a pistol on the floor here, but it's not there now. This might be the same pistol. Now, is the lady still here? I guess so. So, yeah, don't know what happened to her. She was seemingly already dead when we got here. Okay, well, let's zoom in on this body here, I suppose. Yeah, ad break in 40 seconds.
Abigail, your brother, my friend.
Yeesh. Okay. Captain shot himself, I guess. And ad break is imminent, so we're going to have to come back to this shortly. I will be right back. And I'm back again. Only the captain can take on the captain. Har har. Yeah, I get it. Cool. Okay. Pushing. Oh, I have to push it. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So it seems that after being stabbed in the back by. Okay, so the guy that got struck, I guess maybe he did die from that impact. That's his final resting place there. And then the second knife is on the floor now. So yeah, the Captain Witterell pulled the knife out of himself, staggered over here, apologized to Abigail, which I guess is the lady here, and he said that he killed her brother. He just shot her brother. So that's probably a clue. I mean, I have a feeling I'm going to find someone named Abigail in the crew manifest, and some guy with the same surname as her. That's my. I have a feeling. Incidentally, this art style could be a little hard on my eyes here. I'm noticing. Okay, I've been noticing since yesterday that my eyes are kind of hurting, but that might just be from the smoke. Special note. Yeah, I live in Toronto, and the sky is orange right now, like because there are wildfires going on all over northern Ontario. I've seen the site map for how far the fires are spread. They're kind of terrifying. But one of the effects of that is, can't change the color of the art style. Like, I know, I could. I kind of like the sepia style though. It looks neat. You guys have the purple AQ right now. Oh, air quality, yeah. Is it down to purple now? Okay, cool. It was at orange when I got up this morning. But yeah, because funny thing, like I noticed my eyes starting to hurt last night, and it was while I was working, because I did finally assemble that chair, by the way. I got a new chair, and I've been putting off assembling it for a couple of weeks. I'm finally sitting on it, and holy moly, this thing is cushy. It's cushy. My chair is cushy again. It's great. It's so much more comfortable. Didn't realize. I was looking at the old chair and I was like, man, was it ever this cushy? Was it like, when did it get this? It's like sitting on a wooden plank, you know. Anyway, this was a lot more comfortable. But yeah, during assembly of the chair, I was like, is there some, like, I don't know, chemical or paint on the chair or something that's hurting my eyes? I was like, oh man, I should probably open a window to let some fresh air in. And I may have made things worse. Like, I may have let some of the smoke in here. But yeah, I stepped outside earlier just to see how bad it was, and you could, like, immediately smell the smoke. It's bad out there. Like, Toronto apparently shot up to #1 worst air quality in the world today. Like earlier this morning. It's tapered off since then. As Crazy Kid said, purple air quality now, which is better than orange, I guess. I don't know how the air quality scale works. My recommendation is get a good air filter for such situations that become increasingly common in our burning world. Gosh darn it, I should. I had an air purifier at one time, and shoot, Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. Frig. I don't know if I have it anymore. I might need to get a new one. And you just know, if I go to the store now, they're going to be out of stock. Well, heck. I used to live in an area that collected wildfire air frequently, and that was our solution. Yeah. Yeah, I remember, this is going to make me sound old. I remember the days when we didn't have a forest fire season. When did this happen? Anyway. Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything. I mean, unless the captain shot other people, which is still possible, The guy that he shot in the doorway is probably Abigail's brother. Presumably this is Abigail here, and that he was talking to her before, talking to her corpse before shooting himself. And if I zoom in on him here, okay. Can I click the thing? Like, can I click it from here, or? Guess not. Okay. Yeah, it looks like what he shoot himself in the chest. Looks like it. I'm not gonna do the classic, like, blowing his brains out kind of deal. An unknown planet was killed by an unknown persistent man-made phenomenon. Haha. Yeah. Except not unknown. It's just. It's pretty well known. It's just some idiots want to deny that it's happening. Climate change is real and all that. Anyway. Okay, so Men Unknown Fate. No, we're gonna say okay, so like there is shot, but there's also suicide, and oh wait, there are more shot, arrow, cannon, or gun. Oh man, are these gonna be options later? Oops, go back. No, come back. Click it from here, and click here. I mean, suicide, gun, knife, noose, or spear. Suicide by gun. There you go. Captain Robert Witterell shot himself. This may or may not be correct. Why are you... Fates are validated in sets of 3? Correctly identify at least 3 people and their fates to have the information typeset into the book. Okay. Not quite sure what that means, but all right. Suicide by gun. Okay. And isn't that... Didn't we determine that this picture here is Abigail? Well, presumably. Okay, anyway, yeah, so woman here, presumably Abigail. Captain died there. Sneak 100 guy tried to knife him in the back. I mean, successfully knifed him in the back before getting beamed over the head by this spike here. What even is this? Where did this come from? I'm curious. Okay, if I back out of this, okay, hold on. Let's just back out of this memory here. Go back to the present. Okay, so the end. I'm sorry, what's that? Is it identifying the 4 corpses or something? I don't know. Anyway, hold on. Go back to the front. Back to the beginning. The crew. Let's just one step at a time here. So is there a crew member or guest named Abigail? There you go. Abigail Huskett Witterell. Oh. So I guess that's the captain's wife then, because she has his surname. So Huskett, I guess, is her maiden name. So there's going to be someone surnamed Huskett among the crew, I guess. William Huskett is first mate. So it was the first mate who was participating in the mutiny. Well, shoot. Okay. And again, I mean, oh hey, Henry Evans is among the crew. Is listed among the crew. Henry Evans is the guy who gave us this book in the first place, and the pocket watch. And he's apparently the surgeon. How interesting. Okay, anyway. Yeah, William Hoscott. I mean, unless there's someone else named Hoscott listed here. I'm assuming that William Hoscott is... yeah, is the brother of Abigail Witterell. Okay. Now, the game did say, like, the directions did say that you are going to have to make some assumptions here and there. So... yeah, so it stands to reason the captain and the first mate would be standing next to each other during the execution. So, yeah, I'm going to say this is first mate, William Hoscott. And he was shot. By a gun. Unknown attacker? No, he was shot by Captain Witterell. And what's this year again? Perish in the End, Part 1, show memories on deck map. Depicted in just a sea sketch, book memories. Okay. Okay. All right, I guess I'm satisfied with that. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so Captain shot the first mate in the doorway of his quarters. The beanie guy came in here. We haven't identified him yet. There's a scuffle. Captain claimed to have thrown something to the bottom of the sea, like he threw something overboard that they were looking for. Captain slashed this guy's throat. The guy came in, stabbed Captain from behind, whacked him with the. Hold on? Can I go back into this memory here? I'm curious. Like, if I go back into this memory here, Chapter X, the end, Part 1 of 4.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Lest we break it down and take more than those shells! You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Yeah, because he had an axe in his hand. Beanie guy's seemingly unarmed. The wooden spike, or the spike, whatever this thing is on the ground here, or on the deck here. I think it might have just been a weapon of opportunity. Like, he just witnessed the first mate get shot, and he just grabbed it off of the deck and attacked the captain with it. I was just curious. Anyway, okay, let's just back out of this memory again. Basically, the game will confirm for you that you got it right for every 3 you get exactly correct. Okay. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So, first mate dead there. It's good to have an eye for details like that. Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm just trying to piece things together here. I get the definite feeling that details like that are important here, for sure. Yeah, this is on the floor there. So presumably Abigail. So what kind of fate did she meet here? Presumably she died long before this occurred. Oh, did the mast fall on her? Is it some kind of kraken? What the hell? Giant tentacle? Multiple giant tentacles. Oh, we're getting Lovecraftian here. But yeah, it seems that poor Abigail got hit in the head by a mast which had been wrenched away by some kind of strong back voice. Kraken! Yeah. And people were yelling at her to get below deck for obvious reasons. And she wanted to see her husband, the captain. Looks like there were a bunch of people present for this one. We're gonna have some difficulty sorting this one out. The Doom. Something with the Doom music kicks in. It said the corpse was moved post-mortem, exactly. 10 others were present. So these are all people that were on the deck. So for this one, the captain was not present. I mean, she was looking for the captain. And she called a name Martin. Hell, I don't know if we have enough information to determine anyone's identity here. I can at least, excuse me? Wait. Oh, okay. What's with the hand shaking? Okay, I held down the right mouse button and left clicked. Okay. Something funny's happening. Kraken. Oh. The tentacles wrapped around this guy's arm. This guy looks like he stabbed the tentacle, trying to get to let him go, I guess. Okay, the pocket watch is going a little crazy here. Oh, are we gonna have an inception moment and like have a memory within a memory? We're gonna have to. Okay, this guy looks like he's ripped in half. I don't know if I'm ready to go that deep yet. I'm still. Can I get back to the present here? Can we get? Or this is okay. I think this might be the game trying to direct me to say, "Hey, this is a tutorial. We're trying to teach you that you can have memories within memories here." Okay, fine. I'll do your second level flashback. What now? I can't move. It's not letting me zoom in. Okay. At least I can identify her. She's Abigail. She's the captain's wife. Abigail Hoscott Witterell, passenger from Scotland. She didn't mean unknown fate. She was... Can I count that as clubbed? Or is that crushed? Crushed by a beast? Cannon, cargo, rigging, stones? I don't know if crushed is the right word. Like, she got hit in the head by the mast, which was being held by the beast. Yeah, pleasure. Back now on a different device. Apologies. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you're able to hang out a bit. Yes, indeed. It's you need to inception this tutorial. Exactly. Yeah. Game is pretty generous with the verb. Yeah. I mean, this is one of those moments where it feels like I commented on that before. It's like one of those high school or college era exams where I'm like, what answer does the teacher want? You know, it's like, but multiple of these seem right. Like, she was kind of clubbed. I mean, it wasn't an actual club. She was hit on the head by the mast of the ship, which was being held by the monster. But crushed is probably more accurate. I don't know. Like looking through these, torn apart, suicide struck. I mean, hooves, tail, or wing. I mean, given that those are my options, none of those feel right. Strangled, spiked, speared, shot, poisoned, killed with a sword, illness, froze, fell, exploded, expired, electrocuted, eaten, drowned, decapitated, crushed. Like, I feel like crushed by the beast. Crushed by a terrible beast. Well done, 3 fates correct. Hey! The husband first fate was shot by captain. The captain shot himself. Okay, and it switched from the sketchy handwriting to the to more formal printing. And okay, so and this thing had some lines added to it, so I guess that's to indicate that I'm more of the mystery is uncovered here or solved, I guess. Bummer, I just realized I missed the big reveal moment. We'll watch the VOD for a reaction to it. Oh, yeah. If you mean the kraken, then yeah, it was something. Okay, this thing, it's like there are lines coming off of the hey, easy star. Coming off. Okay, I can click. If I click, and there's a Donnie Darko line coming out over here, and it's leading to. Is that the spot where she perished? Or hold on, go back. The doom. Let's go back to the end. Because I didn't. Okay, so this is the guy that was shot. This is the guy that was his throat was cut. This is the guy he got. I don't know who he is, but I think it's fair to say clubbed for this one. I mean, struck, he just gives the options of hoof, tail, and wing. That doesn't seem right. So I think I want to put clubbed for his fate, and by Robert Witterell. Yeah, unknown soul. Don't know who he is, but we did determine how he perished. Well, yeah, the Kraken gets everyone. Yeah. Okay, this is clearly going to be a subtle murder mystery. Kraken! Yeah. The guy you incepted. Yeah. Imposing the body over the present so you don't have to inception it if you want to find the future. Okay. Again, I'm keen to figure these details out. I mean, like, that stuff that was perfectly inferable. Like, if something, yeah, if there's some like really obscure dumb thing, dumb design choice, which is not inferable, and I look like I'm struggling. I don't mind so much, but I don't. I like less being spoon-fed answers like that. Yeah, I get it. Gotcha, fair enough. Thought you were asking. Asking just okay. Yeah, that's fair. I can't really blame you because I am asking questions out loud. This is just my thought process. I do like to think out loud a lot. Yeah, I'm not trying to be mean or hard on you or anything. That is something that I probably need to temper in myself, the urge to just ask questions out loud when I'm just pondering things to myself. It's not an invitation to answer the questions necessarily. I need to do. There's another Twitch streamer that I saw. I think was it Flutie something? Lauren the Flute. I think whatever her name is. She has a rule on her channel that says like, don't answer my questions unless I'm wearing the answer cap. Or I don't know. She had her own term for it. She has a special hat that she puts on, which says, okay, you can answer questions now. Like, don't answer questions unless I'm wearing that hat. So it's like a rule in her channel, because she does that a lot. Like, she talks to herself while she's streaming. This is just a guide to use for ourselves. If we are only saying it because we've played the game, we should not be saying it in this particular stream. Yeah, Terry has asked a load of rhetorical questions, and that's okay. Yeah. That's how I roll. I ask a lot of rhetorical questions. I actually have it written in the rules for my channel. I don't know. It's probably been a long time since you've looked at the rules for my channel, but I did put an addendum in there saying I ask a lot of rhetorical questions. That does not mean I want you to answer them. Anyway, so this guy was apparently ripped in half, presumably by the monster. Do I want to... Hold on. Okay, so this guy was shot by the captain. This guy was throat slashed by the captain. This guy was clubbed by the captain. This captain was shot by the captain. Captain's wife tragically clubbed by crushed by the monster, and then from there it looks like this is the only body we identified. This person was ripped in half. Oh, are we about to see him get ripped in half? Okay, he's being grabbed by the monster, between two tentacles. Like, yep, he's ripped in half, all right. And if I right-click on him, zoom into it. Okay, so it's the tattooed guy at the back of the boat there, with a drink in hand. Yep, you can see the tattoos on him there. All right. Wonder if there's some significance to the circles and the tattoos. Yeah, there's a sword impaling the tentacle. Man, I mean, even with the sword going all the way through it, it was still strong enough to rip him apart. It's crazy. And we're getting we're getting pulled back to the notebook. Mad respect to this unknown soul, though. Why would you be saying that, Crazy Kaylee? What do you mean, mad respect to this unknown soul? Are you saying that because of information I don't presently have access to? Because if so, then please knock it off. Can anyone say he didn't go down swinging? I mean, sure. If you're trying to suggest that he's the one that stabbed the tentacle with the sword, I don't know that yet. You seem to be giving me information I don't have access to. No commenting on due to your comment on him putting the sword through the tentacle. I don't know that he put the sword through the tentacle. Somebody put the sword through the tentacle. Maybe he did. Maybe it was somebody else. I don't know yet. Anyway, location of the corpse. Yep. I mean, that's the location within the flashback. Whoops. Uh-oh. The watch is quivering. That suggests that are we about to have another flashback within a flashback moment? This guy's holding another spike there. So this guy's looks like he's throwing a. Okay, well, one of them is throwing a gun to the other. Yeah, this guy looks like he's getting ready to catch the gun that's being thrown. Well, and I think this guy was in the process of throwing it. There's some kind of what animal is that in the cage? It's like a mini giraffe. It's got some kind of antlers on its head. There are two more guns here, so I guess this guy was just going out tossing guns to people. Yeah, kraken ripping guy in half. Okay, so this would have been. Okay, again, trying to consider the timeline. In the memory which showed Abigail getting hit by the mast. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The guy ripped in half was already in half and lying on the deck, which means that this happened just before Abigail got killed. So Abigail, is she even on the deck yet? Is that her, perhaps? Can't tell from this angle. Another guy with a gun. The position of his arm, is he throwing something? Did he just throw that spear into the tentacle? The tentacle that's ripping this guy in half? This guy looks like he's lining up a shot, getting ready to fire. Looks like there's a lifeboat which was pulled off the side of the boat by the kraken. I remember reading a write-up of some journal that was taken to meet a giant Pacific octopus, which of course is not that giant. Yeah, they played tug of war for a bit, and then it literally lifted him off his feet, and he needed rescuing from being yoinked right up over the side of the tank. Wow. Huh. And yeah, I see the watch quivering there. I'm gonna click and find out what that's about soon. Some animal here, is that a pig? What is that? Tiny pig. Pigs are apparently massive, by the way. I mean, they grow to like the size I would think of cows. I mean, unless they're like micro pigs or whatever. That's something I didn't realize until someone made a post about it, showing a picture of it. It's like, oh wow, pigs are actually big. You think of, I don't know. I grew up in the city. I sort of imagine you hear about a pig, you think of them as like some kind of dog-sized animal, but they actually grow to quite a size. Anyway, okay. Well, let's click this and see what happens. And looks like we're being drawn to this guy here, who's very contorted and looks like he's in a pool of blood. All right. And when we click and go back to his memory, we're doing this thing again. So I guess when I click, it's gonna take me over. So the little Donnie Darko line is we're just gonna follow it to what? To where he actually died? So I guess this is where that guy over there died. Did his body get dragged all the way over there? Darko Light, could you please be a little more direct with your pathing? Throw the powder. Presumably they're talking about gunpowder. So somebody saw the kraken's tentacles and they were like, okay, that guy needs to get blown up. So I guess somebody got exploded here. I guess that explains why his why his body was so contorted, and two, like in the Peter Griffin pose, and two, how he ended up flying across the deck to the other side, all the way over there, because that's where his body was in the previous flashback. And we got a bot in chat. Darn it! Sorry, just a second. Peter Griffin pose. I had to. Sorry, I'll get rid of the bot in a second. Can I just... Darn it. I need to alt-tab out and... Bye-bye, bot. There we go. After that explosion, that guy held his knee and did the bit, exactly. and he did it for far too long. Anyway. Because that's what Family Guy does. They like to fill time by dragging out the jokes much longer than they need to. In any case, yeah, it sure looks like this guy got exploded. What's this line here? So there's a rope going over the rigging there. It's connecting the two masts. I think that's just like a safety line to keep people from going overboard. So, and there's a safety line. The line is connecting these two people together. You probably realize at some point that, oh crap, if the kraken grabs him, it's going to get me too because I'm connected to him. But yeah. Looks like this guy got exploded. Can I just... Let's go with exploded. Was blasted by an explosion. Get to the main bit quick. Hold on, throw the powder. 5 others were present. And the tattooed guy was present. Push tab is bringing this up again. Okay, here we go. So back through the doom. The doom. Okay, lots of people present during the doom. Okay, so this is the case. This is the guy that was exploded. This is the guy who was ripped in half. Does that count as decapitated? I mean, technically his head was among the parts cut off. Torn apart. Here we go. Torn apart. beast. Like I can. Yeah, let's go with beast. By a terrible beast. 12 others were present. Okay. I feel like the cut line has to be pretty close to the next for it to count as decapitation. Yeah. Anyway. Ooh, okay. So this guy is falling down the stairs while carrying an armload of guns. So I guess, I mean, the whole ship is on an angle here. So like clearly the kraken just like tipped the whole, was like tipping the whole ship over here. So other people are like trying to stay steady on their feet. So this is that guy, the guy with the hat there. What about this guy? Can I zoom in on him? The guy with the other hat. I don't know. I feel like I should, I don't know, learn the names of the types of hats. Here's the guy with the tattoos. Clearly this is before he got ripped in half. You know, this places us in a timeline. I mean, the explosion would have had to have happened before he got ripped in half because because the exploded guy's body was over here in his flashback. So there's this guy here. Yeah, so he has a sword in hand. Yeah, tattoo guy has a sword in hand, but he didn't. So hey, it is inferable that he was the one who stabbed the tentacle that ripped him in half by the fact that he didn't have a sword in hand while being ripped in half, but there was a sword embedded in the tentacle. And there's this snaking tentacle coming over here. Both tentacles that ripped him in half came from this side, though. Oh, there's someone went overboard here. Okay, guy in a turban. Okay, some kind of ungulate here. Can use the term ungulate in 2 consecutive streams. Ungulate being a hoofed mammal. There were 2 cages, weren't there? In the other flashback, there were 2 cages. Like there was one, some kind of some animal with antlers, and then there's another one which had to look like a pig-like animal. Maybe the pig animal was beyond where the door cuts off here. Thinking. Yeah, I don't know if there's a... I feel like I want to go back. Okay, let's back out of this memory here. Okay, okay, so that's the tattoo guy who got ripped in half. Cage has a broken bar, but otherwise seems intact. What became of the animal in it? Is that? Hold on. Is that a? Is that like a sheet covering the animal? Perhaps the animal perished after all. Um. Hmm. I feel like I want to go back into Abigail's memory again. Uh. So who's Martin? She was talking to someone named Martin. There very few names are being mentioned in these flashbacks. So Martin Parrott, third mate. So someone on the deck here is Martin. Maybe the man, oh man. Like, this guy's got a fancy hat in the photo, so kind of makes me wonder if he's, you know, a higher officer, like maybe third mate, perhaps. Maybe this is Martin. But that's not certain yet. I'm just... Hmm. Hmm. So is this a chunk of the sail? What is this? Or is this just water coming overboard? Or coming over on board? There's a gun on the ground there. Dude ripped in half here. Who are you? Hmm. Oof, she got hit hard enough that the mast broke. Hmm. I'm just kind of puttering around here. I'm just trying to see what I can see. Just try to pick up whatever details I can get. This guy has two. He's just like John wooing it there. Just two. What pistol in each hand. There are two women there. Just kind of want to take a peek at the whole picture here. Yeah, because in the picture they're kind of dancing a jig here or something. Yeah, there's a guy with a fiddle. Like, like typically, I mean, it's that era where the crew is going to be all men. They're any women on board are going to be passengers, not crew members. I sort of feel like the Formosan royalty here that are listed are going to be like the where are they? The four people from Formosa here listed as passengers. But yeah, we don't have enough information to tell which one is which. Lim, It Bing, Xia, Chotan, Hoxing Lao. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. These are some random other passengers that are not royalty. Tentacles just wrapping around everything here. Oh, there's a dude up here. We don't know. He's not dead yet. We don't know what his final fate is. But the tentacle grabbed him there. Doesn't look good for him. Yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Yeah. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is Martin, the third mate. Like, this might be the only information we get here. How do I go? Just navigate this thing. The Doom. He says, Martin, where's the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? He's below deck. Come here. So the person that she's talking to is named Martin, presumably third mate. The last thing that happened before she got crushed was he told her, come here. I have a feeling this is him. I think this is Martin here. Can I bring the thing up from here? I'm going to identify him as Martin Perrault. He's from England. Parrot? I don't know. But yeah, I have a feeling this is third mate Martin Parrot. Yeah, I think that's enough information to make that inference. I could be wrong. We're going to roll with it. Suddenly there's an ad break coming up in 1 minute and 47 seconds. I'll pause the game when the ads come on. Yeah, so there's Abigail there. Let's just venture back into the transected guy's memory here. Because this would have happened just before Abigail met her end. This person here... Okay. Don't know who that is. Can I zoom in on the animal? The little ungulate in there? Yeah, they're 2 cages. They're definitely 2 cages. There's one with a little piglet in it. But in the other flashback, there was only 1 cage. I have a feeling the Kraken might have pulled one of the cages overboard. Or just, I don't know, just got jostled overboard. Who knows? Sorry. Much appreciation for your appropriate English pronunciation of the name and English well. You're a mutt, but born and raised in London. But always made me cringe when streamers fragmentified the pronunciation. Yeah, Perrault. Yeah. Anyway, ad break is imminent, so I'll be right back. And I'm back again. There are a bunch of originally Norman French names in English families. Exactly none of them are still pronounced even slightly like they would have been, and that is as true for the Obra Dinn's period as it is for ours. So term used parrot is definitely accurate. Cool. Hooray, I got it right. See also Beauchamp, Beecham, etc. Many examples. Yeah. Beauchamp. I don't know. French has some weird pronunciation. I mean, I'm born and raised in Toronto, Canada. So French was mandatory learning when I was in school. So I had I have a lot of French pronunciations burned into my brain. French has some weird pronunciation sometimes. Like it's this rule that you don't pronounce the last letter of the word. Yeah, welcome back. Yes, thank you. Wait, where was I? Oh man, where was I? I think we just went into the memory of the tattoo guy getting ripped in half by the beast, and just confirming that his hands are empty. I do believe that's his sword stuck into the tentacle. The guy here. Oh, is that Martin again? So this is again. This is right before Abigail got killed. That is him, right? Yeah, third mate Martin Parrott. French pronunciation rules is why, when given the choice, I picked Spanish. Haha. Yeah. So yeah, in the middle of all this chaos, Abigail comes onto the deck, saying, "Where's the captain? Where is he?" And Martin's like, "Are you out of your mind? Get the hell out of here! There's a freaking monster ripping the ship apart here." But yeah, where is Abigail at this point? Like, how much time elapsed between this and Abigail getting bonked by the mast there? Like, where would she have even come from? Like, the last thing that Martin said was come here, and then they were over here. So I get the feeling like he was trying to lead her back to the quarters, which are... Wait, I'm all turned around. Where's the bow? Where's the stern? Can we get back to the present here? How do I... I guess I have to go. Yeah, I have to go through the mysterious doorway to go back. Let me just... Peter Griffin pose. Exploded. Yeah, we don't know enough about that guy to determine like who he is or anything. This guy's also wearing the fancy hat. The fancy hat that third mate Martin was wearing. So presumably he's also an officer. Could he be like he's not wearing the fancy hat here. where's that staircase that we saw? The guy was coming up a staircase to deliver the guns, and when he got knocked off his feet. Also, there was when Abigail was getting beamed by the beast, there was one of these lanterns was in midair next to her. Not sure if she was carrying it or if Martin was carrying it. I don't know if that's significant. I'm just trying to figure things out here. Yeah, but in terms of the timeline, this guy got exploded first, and then that guy got ripped in half, and then Abigail got hit by the beast. Excuse me. Apologies. I'm. Can I Alt Tab all? Okay. Well, just want falling behind in the chat here. While I'm puttering around here. Don't you see the Kraken? Yeah, and the Kraken with an amazing sense of comedic timing immediately clobbers her using a mat as a baseball bat. Oof. I mean, yeah. Englishman chooses to learn Spanish instead of French. Californian chooses to learn French instead of Spanish. Madness. Ha. Yeah. My defense, I already... Excuse me. So I already also spoke some German. Our big inner London secondary 11 to 18 school split a third each French, German, Spanish, then a second to the third language introduced 2 years later. Spanish common enough in England to anyway, imagine. I now that you mention it, I suppose so. Really thought about it. Yeah, this is the guy that was carrying the guns in the previous scene. Yeah, okay, so let's go back. Let's go back further to the exploded guy. So yeah, so the explosion happened before Tattooed Guy got ripped in half, and also before Abigail got crushed. So this is earlier in the timeline. This is before this guy brought the guns onto the deck to deal with the tentacled monstrosity assailing them. Oh man. Wasn't the... Am I getting turned around, or was the cage on the other side of the ship? I mean, the whole ship is being tilted. I mean, I would hope that the cages are, like, I don't know, bolted to the deck so they can't slide around up there, but who knows? So, is this the bow here? The stern's at the other end. So the Kraken is tilting it in the portward direction. To the left, that is. And comparatively rare France, only 26 miles away, but I generally picked the language I thought would be easier, and I suspect I was right guiltily. Yeah. There's basically never seen here. Very occasionally, Haitian Creole and Spanish is basically a co-primary language. Yeah, so I hear about like the southern U.S. U.S. states that are in the south end of that country. Yeah, our poor ungulate here. Where's the pig, though? Where's that little mini pig? This is earlier in the timeline. So if the pig or whatever got pulled overboard by the kraken, I would expect it to be present in the earlier parts of the timeline. Anyway, this guy, I don't know, some guy. Yeah, I have to remember to look up. Because there was a guy who looked like he was being pulled overboard that you had to look up to see earlier. So this guy, okay, this guy looks like he's falling overboard here. In the midst of all this chaos, it's hard to imagine them recovering him. But who knows? We don't know how this encounter with the kraken ended. Who's this? Is that? Who is this? Unknown. Unknown officer. I'm assuming that's in like an officer's hat. That's what that hat means. Does this hat mark him as like the bosun or something? I don't actually know. This might be a kind of thing if I knew a naval tradition better, I might be able to fare better at this. Okay. I feel like I want to like even if I don't even if I don't know their name, like maybe I want to, make some notes about them, say what they were doing at a time of like maybe I want to make a note about this guy and say this is the guy that was tied to the exploding guy. Like, yeah, if they were tied together and exploded guy ended up way over there, what does it say about did he get yanked away when the explosion happened, I wonder? This sneaky tentacle here gives me some measure of concern. Where did that tentacle go? Kind of wonder if we're gonna. Okay, like if I back out of this memory. Pardon me. I'm trying not to step on the bodies. It's like playing the long dark. Whenever I find the the carcasses of dead people, I make a deliberate point of just not walking on them if I can help it. I mean, the game doesn't care, but I watch other players play and they just walk over bodies, and I'm like, it's rude. Anyway, yeah, I have to keep in mind this. Okay, this structure here is towards the front of the ship. I just for the sake of helping me orient myself. Oh, hey, I can go down to the lower deck now. I don't think that was open before. But yeah, this is okay. So that's the exploded guy, and this is the transected guy. And can we just skip the sounds and all that? I was just kind of curious. How much happier playing TLD when they add the ability to remove bodies from safe houses? Yeah. It'll remove respectfully option. Okay, I was just curious. The exploded guy he no longer has the rope tied around him. At that safety line. Okay, so is this the guy who had the who's on the other end of the safety line? I think so. Yeah. I think it's the same guy. His safety line is no longer connected to anything because it got exploded. So he's like hanging on for dear life to this thing. What is this thing even? I guess is that a spool that they wind ropes around or whatever? Presumably. Anyway, I was just kind of curious. I wanted to. Okay, because that's the front. This is the back over here, and I was wondering about that snaking tentacle that was reaching over. Oh, oh my gosh, there are 3 more guys overboard over here, and they're so were they? I'm presuming that's a lifeboat, or is this? Is this the era where they had lifeboats like that? Maybe that was just some random little ship or random little boat. It's not letting me select them. Yeah, I can't zoom in on them and... Oh. Trying to see the guy. There we go. Huh. Big burly guy who managed to throw a spear into the tentacle. Was not able to deter the creature from ripping this guy in half, though, with said tentacle. Alas. Who's this guy again? Yeah, other officer. Unknown. How many people are wearing that hat in the picture? Or is the directionality of the hat significant? Like the captain and the first mate have the hat that goes from side to side, and then there's this guy and this guy with the hat that goes forward back. There's the third mate there. Yeah, but this is the big burly guy who just threw the spear. Yeah, the guy in the turban went overboard. This is the guy that knifed the captain, isn't he? Yeah. And there's Abigail, crushed by the beast. Anyway, this unknown soul was torn apart by a terrible beast. Okay. Have I found out all there is to be found out from this? I'm not sure. I'm still curious about the fact that there are 2 cages here. They weren't visible in the other thing. Anyway. Especially the ones in shutter pits. Yeah. Yeah, so back in present day, yeah, there's only one cage, but there are definitely two cages in at least some of those flashbacks. Okay. Anyway, let's go below deck, I guess. Let's go to the what's it called? The gun deck. All right, let's go down to the gun deck. Let's see. Hey, lots of guns. Well, cannons. That's a lot of cannons. Some of them are overturned. Oh, there's a dead guy underneath a cannon. I guess maybe he got crushed by it, but you don't want to jump to conclusions. Have to imagine that cannons are pretty heavy. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Before I go down to the gun deck, I did notice that there were some openable doors here, and I was like, I want to finish exploring like outside the doors before I go venturing into doors. I also just want to take a look around here again. It's been a bit since I did. Okay. Okay, so this is one of the passengers' quarters. Tiny corridors. But I mean, real estate is at a premium in here. It's not bad, all things considered. I mean, you got a bed, you got a desk, you got a dresser. Okay, I say tiny. I mean, I like for the size of the ship. These seem like a pretty sweet deal to be able to get this amount of real estate, really. And through this door, and this one's locked. I don't know. My room in Hall's first year at university wasn't much bigger. Maybe I take for granted the space that I've got here. Like this is a relatively small room that I'm in. I have to have this cheapo office chair rather than a big proper computer chair because there's just not space. Like you can see my bed behind me there, and there is a bedside table between me and the bed, so there isn't much room for me to maneuver. Anyway, so passengers' quarters there. There's another passenger's quarters here. Nothing else for me to interact with here. Looks like. Yeah, it looks like the door is the only thing to interact with. Another quarters here. Oh, Shift also zooms in. Why does this door look so fuzzy? That's curious. There's the body of the captain. There's the body of the captain's wife. I think this is the door. I think this is the locked door that I was unable to open a moment ago. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is the. I already looked in here. Okay. I'm just curious. I guess let's go below deck. I have to think about what I'm going to use for the thumbnail and video title. Like, let's get Kraken, or when the Doom music kicks in, or or something. I don't know. It suddenly occurred to me the there's a YouTube channel called Cracking the Cryptic, which is where it shows a guy. There's a pair of guys. They solve puzzles, usually Sudoku puzzles, in real time, and he's like this expert world. A couple of expert world class, like problem solving type people, and it's neat to watch them work and deduce things logically and stuff. And there is a stream series of them playing this, and it just the idea. I didn't watch it because I obviously want to avoid spoilers, but he always starts every video by saying "Let's get cracking" when he starts to solve the puzzle. And I could just imagine him going through the kraken part, going and saying, "Let's get cracking." Or I mean, it would be a crime if he didn't say it or anyone in chat didn't say anything along those lines. Anyway, there's a couple of doors I can go through, but I don't want to check those out yet. I don't think. Well, just spit took my cider. I'm somehow both unsurprised and delighted that you also like CTC. Yeah, Cracking the Cryptic's cool. I haven't actually looked at their puzzles in a while. I liked the I particularly like the series of the ones about the mouse, Finks the mouse, and there's it's like a Sudoku puzzle, but there's a path through it that the mouse went, or rat, I suppose, that Finks the rat went through to the cupcake, and you have to determine the path by following the rules and so on. And those ones are neat. Yeah, I kind of end up most of the time not actually watching Simon and Mark do the solving, because I solved it on my own, and so I want to try to figure it out myself, and I don't look at their solutions unless I really get stuck. I attempted those and failed miserably. Left the genuinely accessible Sudoku. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, yeah, there's a body pinned underneath the cannon here. Let's check this out. Oh. Brings new meaning to the phrase loose cannon. Oh, wait. Restores old meaning of loose cannon. You're a loose cannon. You're... My ability to the force. There's just that guy there. Okay. Okay, so the ship is tilting, so presumably this is during the Kraken attack. Ouch, yeah, amazing how many phrases still in use have that sort of origin. Yeah. The Doom. Yeah, okay, so this is still part of the Doom. Who's this? How did they die? I mean, I think it's fair to say he was crushed by cannon. It's an option. This unknown soul was crushed by a loose cannon. Oh, and we got a chain reaction in effect here, maybe. But I still want to look at stuff. So who's this? It's this guy again. This is the guy who was tied to the exploded guy and then was clinging to the spool thing at the end. right? Am I misremembering? It's hard to keep it all in my head, you know. If we're gonna go through 60 of these, I'm gonna lose track over the course of it, which is probably a good reason to keep these streams not too long, so I can save the brain power. Ship's got a lot of people in it. That is true. Who's this? It's this guy again. That's Martin, right? Yeah. So he was below deck when the kraken attack started. the kraken attacking. And oh, this is the guy who threw the spear, right? Yeah. And he's someone was already dead at the start of the attack, or was this even the start of the attack? Oh, something smashed something here. Oh, did the cannon just fire? Did they take? Is a cannonball airborne here? Did they shoot at the beast with the? Okay, their tentacles visible through the cannon ports. But it looks like they did take at least one shot at the beast. There's another guy over here. He may also have been crushed by a cannon. Were there multiple loose cannons? Yeesh. Anyway, let's click the thing, see where the Donnie Darko line leads me, presumably. Yeah, okay. It wants to zoom in on this guy here. Fair enough. Okay, so it's centered me back over here, and then when I click, there's the Donnie Darko line. I'm trying to, can I, oh, I can't, can I pass through here? Oh, maybe I can? There you go, step over the cannon. No problem. Okay. And we're going back. Oof. Okay, yeah, I mean, we did see, ooh, okay, yeah, the wood was all cracked and stuff. Like, I get, oh man, okay. So, trying to piece together what happened here, like the fact that he called out the fuse, like the guy, as if like the guy who was aiming the cannon, got krakened, like the tentacle reached in the window and grabbed him after the fuse was lit to fire the cannon, but before they could get into position or something, or presumably they would get into position before lighting the fuse, but. Oh, okay, it's doing a thing where it's backing out of the memory, okay. The fuse! It's the only line here. The rest is like screaming and crunching and stuff. Oh, and there are two people pictured here. Brothers are present. And yeah, the beanie guy is there as well. Torn apart by beast, clubbed by captain. Man, oh man, okay. All right. This thing is getting all twitchy again. Okay, so the cannon is firing inside the ship. It looks like this guy's being hit by the cannon. So if I think I can safely say he was shot by cannon. No, by unknown. I can say by unknown. Oh, I can say unknown, or I can say unknown officer. They're different listings here, interestingly. I can say unknown passenger. Unknown steward? Unknown midshipman? Unknown topman? I mean, it looks like it was an accident, though. I don't know. Like, yeah, it looks like, yeah, man, oh man. Okay, so is that one of the tentacles? Yeah, those look like, okay. It's hard to tell because the angle doesn't give me a clear view of the suction cups and the tentacles, but it looks like the tentacle grabbed the cannon. I don't think the beast like intentionally aimed the cannon or anything, but do we want to credit the beast? Do we want to credit the beast for killing the guy with the cannon? I'm just gonna blast with a cannon by a terrible beast. Beast has such a high KDA as it is so far. Kills. I'm trying to think, what does KDA stand for? I'm drawing a blank. I mean, kill death assist ratio. Sure. Anyway, yeah. So tentacle is coming in through this window here. It grabbed the cannon. I'm not sure how much of this damage was done by the tentacle itself, or how much was done by the the recoil from the cannon pushing it here. Like it's crashing through this wall here. Like going by symmetry, like there's a wall here. Assuming the ship is symmetrical, there should be a wall here. This wall is actively being smashed. And there's somebody underneath the cannon here. Huh. Where's that big burly guy? The guy who threw the spear? Because he was here in the other flashback. And what's this airborne thing here? Is that his hat? Hold on. Sir, where's your hitbox? Where's your hitbox, sir? Yeah, it's his hat. His hat flew off when he got hit by the cannon, I guess. Anyway, yeah, like I see you quivering there, stopwatch. I know you want me to click and zoom in on the next guy, but I'm still looking at stuff here. Bear with me. Huh, Beanie Guy's back. He somehow he survived this, only to be knifed by the captain later during the mutiny. This guy too. And there's Tattoo Guy, who doesn't know it yet, but he's about to get ripped in half. This guy cowering in the corner here. Who's this? Oh, this is the big burly guy. Hard to tell when he's curled up like that. Huh. Okay. All right. Let's click the thing. I had a feeling I was going to zoom in on this guy. Watching it go. Alright, let's see what happened to this poor soul. I mean, it sure looks like... Belay spark, presumably meaning don't light it yet. Oof. Ooh. Oh, don't tell me. Is this... Oh, he's at the mouth of the barrel of the cannon. Like, he got hit at point blank range. And it's already lit. Yeah, I'm not... I don't know if I'm comfortable stating cause of death yet. I want to... I guess he's getting crushed? It's aim level ready. No, belay spark. Like, he's getting... It looks like he's getting crushed between the tentacle and the cannon, or between the cannon and the wall there. And who's this? I think I saw him before. Oh, there's another tentacle reaching in there. Anyway, I get the definite impression that this snapshot here is a fraction of a second before this guy just got shot by the cannon that he's right in front of. Maybe more than a fraction of a second. I don't know how long a fuse on a cannon is. Maybe it's a few seconds. But there's the tattooed guy again. This guy is lighting... It's him again. So he's about to light the cannon. He's getting ready to fire. Ooh. So so the other snapshot... Hold on. This is the beanie guy again. Yes, this is the guy who knifed the captain. And this is that big burly guy again. Looks like he's trying to... It looks like he's trying to push the cannon, trying to manually aim it or something. And this is just before we saw him curled up in the corner there after this wall got blown apart by the cannon firing. And his hat is still in midair here. It's about to be over here. So it really is a fraction of a second. Like his hat is airborne here. His hat is airborne in the next snapshot too. So it's a fraction of a second apart. All right. But yeah, what can we put for cause of death for this guy? I guess he's being crushed. Do we count that as being crushed by the kraken or by the cannon? I mean, the kraken, the tentacle is wrapped around it. Like, I'm gonna say that he's crushed by the beast. I mean, you could go. I feel like I could go either way: crushed by the beast or crushed by the cannon. I'm leaning towards beast. But yeah, this guy was shot, blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast. Don't know what befell this guy. Is there anything else to look at down here? That's the exit back to the present. I'm trying to figure if there's anything else I can determine. I have terrible concerns about the fact that this guy is about to light the cannon when a fraction of a second later this cannon's about to come smashing through this wall and probably offset the aim of this cannon as well and maybe cause a chain reaction. It's like everything going wrong in the space of a couple seconds. Anyway, all right, let's head back to the present, I guess. So this is the guy that's shot by the can. This guy that got crushed. There's another body over here. No, this is the guy that. Hold on. I want to go back into this memory here. The loose cannon memory. That snapping sound. Oof. Find your footing, indeed. So this guy's over here now. He was over that away. This is after the cannon smashed through the wall. And the cannonball that was fired this way, it looks like it splintered the wood here and left a mark. Oh, more than a mark, there's a hole in the wall there. Lucas Book basically made live stream blogs of the entire development of this game, and he talked a good bit about the sickening sound design. Fantastic. Very cool. Is that an airborne cannonball I see? And another airborne cannonball. This candy, it just smashed right through the wall there. This guy, like, he got crushed. Like, the cannon's clearly on top of him, but it was the kraken reaching through the window which got him first, I think. And yeah, there's good old Martin, third mate there. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So they're getting ready to fire this cannon here. Kraken reached through the window, offset the aim, pointed the cannon this way. This guy got hit by the cannonball. Well, okay. First, this guy got crushed by the tentacle, or like crushed between the tentacle and the cannon. Basically, cannon fired, did this guy in. Cannon crashed through the wall here, offset the aim on this one. Well, more than offset it, like the cannon just straight up rolled onto this guy. I guess. Maybe they didn't actually light this one yet. Yeah, it was just a loose cannon. It was just the whole ship tilted, and the cannon just rolled into him, and looks like it broke his neck. And who are these guys? Yes. Okay. Anything else that can be seen here? Haven't gone through those doors yet. That's probably the next thing I'm going to do. There's an ad break coming up, though. And I'm thinking... maybe it's as good a point as any to wrap up the stream, actually. 3 hours is a decent enough length. And like I said, this is... This I feel like this game is going to overload my brain if I go too long. There's more stuff to look at over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious about it and stuff, but okay, it says auto-saved. I'm going to trust that to be true, and we're going to quit title, I think. Wait. Oh. Okay, that's just okay. This is the quit title button. I get it. Guten Nacht. Yes. Same to you. Cool. Okay. Interesting start to the game. I'm curious to see where this goes. Looks cool. I'm definitely going to be carrying on with this, checking out where it goes. For right now, I'm going to see about who to raid. Obviously, I'm not going to raid into another Return of the Obra Dinn stream because anything I raid into is going to be spoilers on that front. So let's just pick somebody else out here. And looking over my list of people I follow and stuff, and I think I'm going to raid Bad Buck Gaming, who's playing Satisfactory, which is it's basically 3D Factorio. It is building a factory. And also that looks cool. He's rated him in the past. Yeah, he's got quite a hefty factory there. That's neat. Yeah, it's a bit of a genre change, going from not a murder mystery. So, well, I guess there is some murder in there. So going from this mystery game into a building game, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna continue with this. Hopefully the smoke outside clears. It's supposed to rain in a few days. Maybe that'll take the edge off it. I don't know. I was supposed to. I was hoping to go on a bike ride today, but I took one look at that smoke. It's eerie. Like it's like midday. You expect the sun to be shining, and it's like, what is that color out there? You know, from the smoke from the wildfires and stuff. It's like spooky stuff. But anyway, that's all for now. Until next time.